Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everyone had a fantastic Tuesday. I hope you're all having a great Wednesday so far today. Scuzzy, FLCL, Zelda, Matt, Will, Kim, Eve. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to do more Satisfactory today. It is going to be a short stream. My daughter has a half day today. Today and tomorrow, because it's the end of the semester. Apparently, they do half days on the last 2 days of the semester, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that means I have to pick her up in 10 minutes. So we're gonna have a short stream today. So I figured what we'll do, instead of, I have a lot to do. I have to get coal over to the aluminum plant and stuff, and that's going to take a while. So I figure what we'll do today is just do some exploring and try to find more hard drives so that we can get sloppy aluminum. So that's kind of the plan. How's it the last day of the semester? It just started. No, the end of the semester got pushed back a week because of snow and stuff. Was it? It was earlier this week, though, right? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they start the next semester because they don't get out till like towards the end of June, the 18th or something. Yeah, they get out on like the 18th or something, so we go a little later. Anyway, semester ended at holiday break. Yeah, they have, it doesn't end right before holiday break. They have another 3 weeks after that. So anyway, we're going to search for some hard drives and stuff. So, do New Jersey schools understand what a semester is? Yeah, it's half the year. Because they go whatever the first day after Labor Day is, through now, and then now through the end of the year. Their heads are filled with 6-7 nonsense. Anyway, we're going to go wander around, try to find some more hard drives so we can get some sloppy aluminum, which means I might need to do some stuff vis-a-vis getting radioactive protection, because, yeah. To quote my daughter on Monday when I did that, do you understand what a digital footprint is? And I said, no. Please enlighten me. Yeah. Because I was doing the 6-7 thing. And she was like, please stop. Don't you understand what a digital footprint is? I mean, yeah. Anyway. Did she hit you with a lamp? Anyway, let's get into Satisfactory, because I don't have a lot of time today. Digital footprint is what you get when you step on a floppy disk. Get out. Leave. I mentioned this on my only remaining social media account, which is over on Blue Sky, which apparently is bad now. I don't know. There's another one coming. I can't keep. There's too many. And just they're all awful. So it's just, I'm done. Anyway, so I mentioned this on Blue Sky, and I did post it in Discord as well. Starting on Monday, I do want to lay out a small warning. A small warning vis-a-vis what my content will be covering. Not really covering, but I'll definitely be talking about it. Two things start on Monday. The Winter Olympics are kicking off, which is all. Don't start. Which means curling, which is the greatest sport ever. So I'm just telling you right now, I'll be discussing / watching some curling, starting next week. which is the greatest thing. It's the greatest thing. It's the best thing. Stop. Does this to punish us? He doesn't even like it? I love curling, man. It's so much fun. My daughter is really, really not looking forward to it. So that's happening. At the same time, the Rainbow Six Siege Invitational, which is the big, like, the big World Championship tournament, also starts on Monday. So, no one's gonna like anything that I have to talk about for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks minimum. So, why aren't you invited? Well, number one, I'm not good enough. Number two, it's in Paris. And my passport is very expired. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to make more filters. Which means I need to go get some more mushrooms. So let me do that. There we go. No one will enjoy what you talk about. Joining your family for a few weeks. Yeah. Hi, Paint. Anyway, so both of those things start on Monday. So, if you follow me on Blue Sky, or I probably won't talk about it in Discord because I know no one cares, but I will definitely be posting about both things on Blue Sky. So now's the time to unfollow me and or mute those threads, because I typically, when I talk about stuff that no one actually cares about, which is honestly most of everything that I do, I try to keep it all into one thread so that you could just mute the thread and ignore me, which is honestly, it's for the best overall. What's wrong with Blue Sky now? I don't know. People have issues with their moderation choices, so now it's terrible, and now there's another one made by, I don't even remember what it's called, that everybody now is supposed to move to, and if you don't, you're a terrible person, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Couldn't, Going back to Mastodon again? No. Well, here's the thing with Blue Sky is kind of like Mastodon. You can make your own Blue Sky. Like there's Black Sky. You can make your own Blue Sky like that. Blue Sky powers that be are anti-trans. That's pretty much definitively not true. But what happens, I don't really want to talk about this, but what happens is, like, they make a moderation choice. And then, like, somebody says something terrible, and then somebody makes a death threat. The person who makes the death threat gets suspended, and then suddenly that's because they're being discriminated against specifically. And it's like, okay. Like, it's very difficult with any social media to actually get to the core of what really actually happened and transpired. You get so many differing accounts of what happens and what goes on, but like, no, because it's really irritating, man. Like, it's super irritating. And I don't want to keep, I might just delete all my social media. I pretty much have. I don't, like, outside of my Discord server, I don't really use Discord anymore. I talk on my server, and I talk on a server that I have with some of my cousins. And that's it. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta go get my chainsaw, I forgot. That's pretty much it. Like, I post on Blue Sky right now, just, like, random stuff, and, like, to kind of, like, quasi-use it to try and encourage stream engagement, but it doesn't work for that at all. I just don't... I don't have the spoons, or the capacity, or the desire to do this shit anymore. Like... to, like, placate different audiences and, you know, post the things that you need to post in order to gain traction and do the things you, like, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm tired, bro. Like, I'm tired. I'm super, super tired. Like, there's a lot of things that I want to say, but I'm not going to say. But basically... roughly around the same time as I moved into this apartment, I decided that I'm no longer going to offer myself up to people. Like, on Twitch, and, you know, I'm no longer going to just, like, put myself out there and offer help without, you know, just be friendly and be helpful and all that. And I decided I'm not going to do that anymore. And as soon as I decided I'm not going to do that anymore, it was like I ceased to exist. So... I don't care anymore. It's one of the reasons, it's the biggest reason why I don't raid anymore. Just because it's so hollow and transactional, and, like, I will raid, like, I don't mind raiding Zera, because we play a lot of the same games, and, like, you know, I don't mind raiding some people here and there. It's fine. But I'm not going to do it every day, because I don't want to predicate relationships on that transactional base. And that's all it is. That's all social media is. It's all Twitch is it's just transactional relationships. Either you can offer me something or you don't exist. And I don't want to do that anymore. So that's where I'm at with that. Matt, thank you for 78 months. Jesus Christ. I hope you know the correct voice for this is, I'm tired. I'm tired of playing the game. Ain't it a crying shame? I'm so tired. God damn it, I'm exhausted. Said no one ever, yeah. Thank you for 78 months, man. Anyway. No, I didn't put the chainsaw in the cloud. I need to do that now. Where's my chainsaw? So the other thing is so if you didn't see I posted in Serious Talk last week, but Penny started having seizures, and she had a couple back to back over last weekend. Last week, the weekend before. So we had to go to the vet and do all that stuff. So she's on new medication to combat that, to try and keep them from happening. And one of the side effects of that is it increases her hunger and her thirst, which has the side effect of making her need to pee around every 2.5 to 3 hours at all times. So that means I'm sleeping for around an hour and a half at a tick all night. And it feels like when the kids were babies and I had to get up every 2 hours to feed them. So it's wearing me out. basically. She's getting a little better. She's going longer, like adjusting to it, and is able to go longer. So we're down to like, you know, just one middle of the night walk for the most part. But like when you don't sleep, when you don't get that REM cycle, when you don't get into a deep sleep for days and days on end, it does scary stuff to your brain. Wifeboat's just staring at me like, would you like to work nights? No, thank you. I worked nights for, what, like 2.5 weeks? And just went, nah, I'm good. I don't mind getting up. Like I enjoyed the job where I started at 4 a.m. That's fine. Because then I can just go to bed early. As long as I get, like, a sleep period, then I'm good. But fully overnight, it was like, nah. Just because you have insomnia doesn't mean you're meant to work nights? Yeah, no. Nights is miserable. It's miserable for everybody around you, too. Which is not fun. I'm gonna need some plates. Yeah, I should get some more plates, because I gotta make filters. Let's get rid of those. I know I have rotors. Alright, let me go get some plates. You ever... have you ever, like, crashed out really early FLCL? And you wake up and you're like, oh man. Like, fall asleep at, like, with my insomnia, when I go through bouts of insomnia, I will be awake for just, like, days. And then I'll hit a wall and just pass out. But you ever, like, pass out like that? Like, you're exhausted. You pass out at, like, 6 p.m. And you wake up and you're like, oh, finally, I got some sleep. And you look over and it's like 8:30. Like, oh. Well, that's not great. That's not great. Alright, I need to go get my Celia. Which... over by the crystal, which I need to run train lines over to that crystal, but I'm not going to do that right now. Can I reach... Working nights was the absolute worst. It's completely different. Like, I know, like, a bunch of people are like, oh, you know, I stay up all night playing games and stuff on a regular basis. You know, I go to sleep at, like, you know, 3 a.m. and whatnot. It's different. It's different. It hits completely different. The overnight job that I had for like 2.5 weeks was a freight job. And doing that kind of physical labor all night, and then you're leaving work as the sun is coming up and your body's like not looking to go to sleep. It was miserable. It was horrendous. I'm not built for that. Can't do it. Cannot do it. I don't know why I was uploading those. Okay. Like, there's some people who, you know, Wifeboat's done nights off and on for 20 plus years. You know, she's adjusted to it. Would much prefer to not do it, but is adjusted to it. It's just, God, it's miserable. It is miserable. Lasted 3 nights, yeah. Unloaded trucks at UPS overnight, yeah. I had a guy that worked for me. We would start at 6 a.m. So it was 6 to 4 were the hours. And then he would work UPS overnight. So he would sleep. He would drive to UPS and sleep in his truck from like 4 to like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then start shift there at 8. And I don't know how he was like the man was like a zombie. I don't know how he functioned at all, ever. Absolutely insane. How much of that did I get? Only 81? Some people can apparently function on less sleep. Yeah, I genuinely don't know how he survived at any point. How you can live like that is beyond me. Only 15? Blame ADHD. I mean, everybody's built for like differing amounts of stuff, right? Like some people can get by on much less sleep than others. And that's cool. I can't. I've tried. I'm not built that way. I'm perfectly okay with admitting I need my rest. If I don't get my rest, I'm just miserable. Absolutely miserable. Yeah. Like when the kids were little, you know, when my daughter was, 1, my son was a newborn, wife boat was working nights. So that means I was by myself with them all night. And then during the day, she's sleeping. So I have to keep them quiet all day so that she could sleep, because we were in a 1-bedroom apartment at that time, which is not all that much different from what we're doing now. And that was, I don't even, like, there's chunks of years in there I got no memory of. It's just gone. My brain just went, nah, we don't need to remember this. We're going to move on. Alright, I got to cut some trees down as well. Might as well get these ones out of the way of the power lines. I'm gonna have to bring the train line down this way too, but so I am gonna go look for hard drives. I just want to get some gas masks made, as well as unlock the hazmat suit and get that made, because it's a lot of the hard drives that I had to bypass are in radioactive spots, so. Get all these trees cut down so I can actually zip line here without getting interrupted. That was close. There's one right there that's just surrounded by radioactive stuff that I couldn't get to, so we'll get that one first. You can't get 8 hours of sleep at a time. You just wake up early. My problem sleep-wise is once I wake up, if it is after 3 a.m., if I wake up, I'm up. I'm not getting back to sleep. Which, with Penny doing her thing right now, means I've been up since like 3:15 every day for the last 2 weeks. Alright, that should be enough to make the remainder of the filters, I hope. I hope. I hope, I hope. I was thinking last night, I really want to redo this factory. I really want to change the way this factory's done. Yes, laying there with your eyes closed, like zoning out, does still help. It's not as good as sleeping, but it will still help. Oh, I need coal. How much coal do I have? I have some coal. Alright, so I need fabric. Which means I need to make some biomass. And fabric. I'm going to need some extra filters to have in my inventory. I can throw extra filters into the cloud. So I have some. That should... I have a gas mask, right? Oh, no, I haven't even made the gas mask? Oh.
A kind gesture.
Pat. Speaking of fun sleep talks, here's one your daughter can use on me. You snore a lot. You know there's an app for that, right? Oh, really? What's it called? Apnea. Pat, thank you for the biddies. I'm gonna have to go get more coal. That's annoying. Biomass. More biomass. More fabric. Still need to make 25 more filters. Which means I need at least 50 fabric, I think. Okay, I got enough. There's enough. Oh, I'll have to make a couple extra filters too, so that should be fine. Bomb 27 hard drives. Sticky 27 hard drives. One, you unlocked alumina to get sloppy alumina and pure. I'm on like 20-ish, I think. I had 17 saved up prior to unlocking this phase. Oh, I'm out of coal. Oh, yeah.
gesture.
Jake. My cousin and her wife just got 3 kittens named Spoon, Fork, and Knife. I asked my cousin's wife why. She grinned and said they're catlery. Jake, thank you for the biddies. Start time was 10:05 p.m. No thanks. I'm having enough trouble now with my son's Friday night practices, which get over at 9:30. They're done at 9:30. Then we're home by 10 at least. Like, let's see. Now, 12?
A kind gesture.
I need more coal. Okay. Maybe you like this one better. No. I can tell you right now. I won't. My dad was always, if you got up there on your own, you can get down on your own sort of man. Fantastic father. Terrible air traffic controller. Thank you for the biddies, Pat. At a certain point in your life, sitting at home alone, watching, doing nothing on a Friday night goes from being super depressing to the most enjoyable part of your week. Yeah. Okay. We got enough to unlock the hazmat suits. Thank you for the bidders. Yeah. I gotta... I'm slowly hating how I have everything set up. Very, very slowly hating how all of my trains are set up and how all of my factories are set up. Isn't that just the game? It is. It is. The problem... So here's the issue. The issue is... I can't... There's not really space. I mean, I guess I could go here and add another train station. The problem is, if this is my main area for assembly, I can't bring any more trains here. Like, I can't ship aluminum here because there's nowhere for the train to unload. Okay, hazmat suit unlocked.
Milestone reached. The hazmat suit protects the wearer from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to saving humanity. I previously gave you compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a truthful compliment. That suit looks like it was made for you. Because it was.
Hazmat suits. Is this still... Aluminum sheets. Bro, do I have... 50 more fabric? I'm out of mycelia. Oh my god. This is going to be the whole stream, isn't it? It's just me trying to make a hazmat suit. Okay. Let me go get some more mycelia. I can't buy it, right? Can I buy some mushrooms? Oh, I could buy some... Is that a... Oh, that's a stack of fabric? Hold up. Hold up. I should have a bunch of tickets, because I'm still making the previous phase parts and just syncing them, so... I made the gas mask, Kim. I need the gas mask. I also need a hazmat suit. So, I'm just going to buy some fabric for 3. That leaves me with 12. Grab you for 6, grab you for 6. Sure. Done. Okay. Hazmat suit, go. Boom. Okay. So then... I don't need different... I do. I do need different filters for that. I have some of those, though. So let's make some of those. Oh. Drain cleaning Australia plumber videos. Does the water go the other way? Who else still has Christmas decorations up? No. New Year's Day. Well, it was from when I was still drinking, but my schedule is Black Friday, they go up. The day after Thanksgiving, they go up. And then New Year's Day, they come down. So basically, it was the 2 days where I would have a really bad hangover, and I would just, like, putter around and do that stuff. Kind of work through the hangover. By putting up and taking down the decorations. Alright. That stuff away. Got... Where are my regular filters now? Oi. Oh, those take the regular filters. Gotcha. Gotcha. Can I make one more? No. I need 4 coal. God. How about compacted coal? Can I sub it? No. You have a day in the calendar for where you take the Christmas decorations down. If you never take them down, you won't have to put them up next year. I like the people who do, like, they leave up their giant skeleton from Halloween all year round, and then they decorate it with each thing. Legal Ogen, how's it going? Welcome in. Funnier to put them up while drunk and take them down while sober. Well... Yeah, so like seeing a giant, 25-foot skeleton that has like a Santa beard and Santa hat and like lights wrapped around it. And then I've seen one where they put it in like a Cupid outfit in February. Like a diaper on it for New Year's and then a Cupid outfit and then like spring flowers and stuff all around it. Really funny. Alright, so I need to make at least one more gas mask because I just used them all. But we'll go that way, and I should be good to start getting hard drives. So let me go grab the one that's in the... radioactivity over here before we go crazy. Before we go crazy, there is one up yonder. Yes, I put the suit on. I did put the suit on. Five crystal oscillators. I have some crystal oscillators in a chest, I think. The skeleton version of Santa is the only one that could plausibly fit through your chimney. Not in that one. Okay, maybe I don't have any. Let's make some. It's gonna be a very short day, but it's also gonna be a really long day. I need 5, right? Yeah, might as well just make them all. Okay. Come on. Oh. Yep. Okay. 1 hard drive. Break all this down.
A kind gesture.
Pat. Gonna give you another joke. This time about thin sheets made from pulped plants. But it was too terrible. I hate so much about who you are and how you choose to be. Yeah. Precarious. There's a sloop. I missed the sloop. Oh boy.
The void arms and void metals and desecrated temples follow a mythic melody.
Oh, you understand.
The tapestry unraveled, revealed its texture. Your veins weave familiar patterns, your vessels grow organs and eyes and mouths, and ripples lap against our windows.
Was it intentional?
All that is shallow shall sing our deep song, and when the windows break the void shall be a metal grave.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Well, Michael, there's alcohol, gambling, it's after hours. It's in our dangerous warehouse. We don't have their parents' permission. Should I go on? Over half a decade of frustration? Yeah. That's my stream anniversary is coming up. Actually. Well, my My partnerversary. Dreamiversary. One of them. They're around the same time. Like, next week, I think. Maybe Monday? I don't remember.
Kind gesture.
Sometime around there. Scuzzy. Do you know if the boat you're on flips over, you can wear it as a hat? That's because it's now capsized. Freeman, how's it going? Welcome in. Scuzzy, thank you for the biddies.
A kind gesture.
I don't need this today. You know, I've decided I'm going to marry my pencil. I just can't wait to introduce everyone to my bride to be. Off. Thank you for the biddies, Pat. Pencil-led humor in 2026. I'm gonna go to the store for milk soon. I said the other day to, I think it was my son, he was being mouthy. I was like, you keep that up, and your face is gonna be on a milk carton. No idea what I was talking about. What was I doing? Oh, did I start the research on that one hard drive? I don't think I did. No. Penny will go too, yeah. He'll come with me. Our kids are doomed, yeah. Doomed. I can take this ramp down. I thought I already did. Okay. You only know about the milk carton thing because of books? That's fair. You knew about it but never saw it? Cool ramp really adds to the build. That was to get up here initially. But now I don't need to. Alright. There is another radioactive hard drive over by our bauxite. So I'm gonna head that way. I can get there by going this way. I think. Pretty sure I left a ramp up over there. Oh yeah, there's a thingy here. Nitrogen. A huge floating platform and sending unlimited conveyor belts up from the resources. I didn't do that exactly. But I know on a factory a while back, I put everything, I made huge tall structures. Let me swap to my parachute real quick. And then I had a train that was like a sky rail that was going, that went like way, way high. I also need my object scanner. So let's do that. We'll drop the boombox into the cloud for a minute. The sky monorail. Yeah. And then I spent like half my time trying to make it not look like just a rail in the sky. It didn't work. All the way to Shelbyville. Yeah. Oh? Oh. Oh. Let me get up a little higher. Yeah, we got pure aluminum. I went through, since I unlocked this phase, I think I've gone through 17 or 20 hard drives. And I got pure aluminum, but I haven't unlocked sloppy yet. So sloppy is needed. I need that sweet, sweet sloppy recipe. Oh, wait. You go away. What we got? Grab you. Grab you. Meh. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. There's another radioactive one over there, I think. You know what? I should have put all that random stuff that I have. Oh, I know what this one needs. I should have put all that random crap into the cloud. You got it on the first 3 to 4 drives you scanned? Oh my god. Yeah, I noticed that too, Bob. I'm pretty sure this one needs control rods, which I have in the chest. I should have thrown all that stuff into the cloud. But I didn't, because I'm dumb. So there's that. Boy.
Just floating around tugboating people.
Zelda, don't encourage that kind of behavior. Thank you for gifting Legalogen the sub. Welcome in, enjoy your emotes, ad-free viewing, and all that nonsense. Don't encourage your father. That joke's just for me and Bopper. Is the bar this low? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It super is. Just, Bob, thinking about the cast of that show, if that happened now, if that show happened now, wouldn't everyone kind of assume that guy was like a really we're gonna have like one older middle-aged guy and then a whole bunch of kids. And that's gonna be the show. It's just so weird looking at it in hindsight. The bar is floating somewhere in the astral sea. Yeah. It was Canada? Oh, that's fair, yeah. What show? You can't do that on television. I have heat sinks back at base, but I didn't bring them.
Just floating around tugboating people.
Super nice guy by all accounts. Very funny, too. I mean, it was a fun show. Legal Jen, thank you so much for gifting a sub to the community. Ragnar, welcome back. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm an idiot. Have I mentioned that? Because I probably should mention that. I am rather dumb. Alright, let's keep going this way. So we can uncover that area. More radiation. I'm still in range of that hard drive. I gotta get away from it. Luck is a knife with no handle. That quote connected to that game. Yeah. The pace at which they went from scene to scene was neck-breaking. That's I think why it worked. Like, the pacing was so crazy in that. I think that's a big reason why it worked. What does the watch do?
Laugh, consume. Hello, world.
How nostalgic.
In the beginning, there were the words, and the words made the world.
I see you have been doing research. I must say you make for interesting conversation.
Conversation.
Singing together. Communication.
Our tunes only plug
Don't like
the
this.
strings of the tapestry.
Are you saying this is only the beginning?
In the beginning, there were the words, and the words made the world. The words turned into song, open the windows. The song played with instruments, weave the tapestry. A tapestry of temples and shrines, bodies and bones. Orchestral harmony. Us. We. Ours.
Come on! That vibes, how's it going? You're looking at making 800 pure aluminum ignats per minute. How many plates for belts do you recommend? No idea, buddy. Couldn't help you there. I would like to correct your obvious assumption that I have any idea what I'm doing. While I vaguely have some ideas, overall, I mostly just throw stuff at the wall to see what happens and go from there. And it occasionally works. Never gotten to phase 3. I'm in phase 4, though. So if you're going to take shots, maybe know what you're talking about. How about that? I have a turbo motor at my base, but I didn't put it in the cloud because I'm an idiot. I don't run on that kind of optimization. Yeah. I have, well, I actually don't even have aluminum running. I have it kind of hooked up, but I haven't connected coal to it yet, so I can't do anything with it. So, you know, there's that. Never completed Stardew Valley, even though I have like 7,000. Okay, number one, I don't have 7,000 hours in Stardew Valley. That's ridiculous. Got like 8,000. And also, I have completed it, just not in the way that people generally define completing a game. It's completed in my way, which is the best way. Save some for casing. Probably do 5 to 6 belts if you overclock it to 200%. There you go. Yeah. I will be figuring it out soonish if I can get the sloppy aluminum recipe. Because that will change how I set everything up. So 40, okay, number one, way more than 45%. How dare you? Way more. Like, significantly more than 45%. Like 48 or 9%. Don't short it, Pain. If you're gonna make your point, make your point. You don't have to lie about it. Well, that's radioactive and poison gas. And control rods, which again, I have at my base. Ooh, a turbo motor. That'll let me get in the other one. Are there any control rods laying around? Used modular frame. No. Where was that other one? Back this way, right? Ooh! Purple power slug. So tedious. The game? I assume you're talking about the game. Your face. That's just mean. That no sleep delay. All right. You know what? I don't know that I like your tone. I think everyone is being rather mean, and I could do without that. Mags, hello. Paint and Tug are arguing. We're not arguing. Paint is being mean, and I'm defending myself from heinous accusations. Oh my god, there was a turbo motor right next to it. Alright, let's put those in the cloud. Those in the cloud. Those in the cloud. Okay. Heinous accusations like being pedantic? Okay. Took a grand tour of 7 hours, got 43 hard drives, 49 Mercer spheres, 33 summer sloops. Yeah, this is my second or third time wandering around. I still have a lot of map to explore, so should probably do that. Did the ma'am finish? No. See what you meant now? What is that supposed to mean? You're not supposed to instantly corrupt new people, all right? That's supposed to be a slow process where they gradually get corrupted by your nonsense. Not with the rapidity of a Formula 1 driver. All right. No hard drives. There's some radioactivity there. And a blue power slug. This is such a pretty area. Oh. Really? Huh. There's a bauxite node here. There's also a geothermal vent. Mods are working overtime and over my expectations. Okay. Glad to see we have another member of the Disconnected from Reality crew. Especially the YouTube mod. Yeah. Hardest working person. Hardest working person in my employ is the YouTube mod. Don't know how anything would function without that position existing, you know? Be crazy. Should pay her more? Tell you what, Paint. Since you asked nicely, you can go ahead and double your salary. At least the YouTube mod gets you to take breaks. Through abusive behavior. Act like it's out of the kindness of her heart. I'm rich, yeah. You know what? Triple it. From me to you. Go right ahead and triple your salary. I can swing it. I am bringing it in right now, so you know. There's a purple power slug up there, but there's no hard drive, so I don't really want to climb up there. There might be Mercer spheres and or summer sloops. I don't want sloops, I want slop. Ah! Ah! Ooh. Ma'am's done. Yes! Yes! Okay. Boom. Thank God. I really didn't want to keep doing this. Hey, we got slop, y'all. We got sloppy. Yeah, now I can quit. I can never play again. Alright, no, wait, listen. There's a reason. Okay, so look, listen. So, right now, what happens is bauxite and water come in, and that gives you alumina solution and silica, right? But now, bauxite and water come in, and it just gives you alumina solution. So we don't have silica. Why does it say that twice? Why does what say? You don't have permission or you don't have permission? It's a great question. Why don't you talk to Zunder about his dumb bot? Hang on. Because I'm a nice person. Wait, where's my bot? Because I'm a nice person. Don't be mean. That one. Hang on. Oh. Right? Alright, I think that worked. I don't know. Maybe. I think Paint can add quotes now. Anyway, what did I do? I added Paint as an authorized user to add quotes. Clearly I'm delirious. Alright, so it goes from 120 arrays in actual power. I know. Delirious. Alright, so bauxite and water. That's how you say it if you're from Jersey. Is bauxite and water. Gives you alumina solution in silica. So 120 baux and 180 water gets you 120 alumina solution. So now it's 200 baux and 200 water gets you 240. So much better. It's WUDDR Paint. Get it right. Get your nonsense right. So then, now that we have sloppy alumina, that means we can then go straight into aluminum scrap, which we have pure, which means the aluminum scrap goes straight into Ignatz.
Just floating around tugboating people.
Anonymous, thank you for gifting Wooder a sub. What are you doing? For good reason. Look at what happened to YouTube. Right? Thank you. Is that coal? There's coal there. We're gonna head back home. Cherished is a word? No. Ooh. Yellow slug. Hi, big fella. Ooh. Ooh. Hold up. We get another hard drive. Oh. That's a cliff. Oh. Yonder. Let me get rid of this. Ten turbo motors. Boom.
Surface genetic sampling indicates this freighter may have come from a planet run by apes.
What? I'm sorry? Oh, there's a SAM node up on top of this twirly thing, along with a purple power slug. Is this a pure node? It is a pure node. How do you harvest this? Why are the monsters passive? Yeah, you could turn on passive monsters. I have them on passive. There's 3 different settings. There's normal, passive, and retaliate. So normally I do retaliate, but I didn't want to deal with it this time. Retaliate means if you attack them, they attack you back, but they don't bother you otherwise. But passive is great, because I don't like dealing with critters. So. Okay. Hey, there's my coal plant. I really want to redo all of this. Like, this is fine. I don't really like this. I want to do something different. But I don't know what. I could bring the stations there to, like, the top of the... yeah. You could sprint in this game? Okay. Number 1. The sprint in Blueprints is kind of a joke. Okay? It didn't really make that much of a difference. I'm over the critters in this game, and they don't serve much of a purpose but to annoy and actively reduce the fun. Yeah. And then you can get... It lets you get tickets early as well. Because then you can just make DNA capsules really quick and easy. So passive-aggressive monsters bother you. It's less of a sprint and more of a fast walk. Yeah, but not even like an Olympic speed walk. It's more of a just a mosey. You go from mosey to walk, basically. Doesn't really make that much difference. Did watch someone make it to like day 17 or something before they realized that you could just walk out the front door. Shut up. How was I supposed to know that you could turn around and go back outside? All right. Anyone could have made that mistake. I'm sure lots of people didn't realize that. So... yeah, I have that one on too. The arachnophobia mode is really fun. It's called Blueprints, not Blue Outside. Exactly. Ooh, inventory slots. Basic iron. Why would you do that? I'm gonna take the inventory slots from this one though. Anyone just like putting a campfire directly outside the door in Dinkum? Alright, I thought there was more room. Okay, you know what? I don't really need everybody rehashing history, okay? History is history. You can't grow unless you make mistakes, all right?
Maybe stream because my dad's a little.
All right. Once again, we don't have to bring her into this. I get enough from her. I don't need more. I don't need the combo of you all plus her. Okay? Okay. Okay. What am I doing? First, I'm putting this stuff into the cloud. Let me grab any more slugs. It is extra Tuglet time today, which is horrifying. It's the universe giving me what I deserve. That's factually incorrect. Okay. I don't need... Factually incorrect. How goes the factory? Hell Frozen Nova, welcome in. It goes. It goes, you know. I got the sloppy alumina recipe, so now I can really focus on getting the rest of stuff, you know. I gotta get coal over, and I kind of want to. Kind of want to tear everything down and redo it. I thought I was in good shape. But I kinda slightly wanna change everything. Slightly. A little bit. Close to finishing up your turbo fuel factory? Oh, that's what we could do to close out. Because my daughter has a half day, which means I got like 45 minutes left. About an hour, actually. I could grab some more silica and some steel, and then we can work on closing up my turbo fuel factory. Okay. So I got a lot more power shards now. Did I put any? Yeah, I did put power shards in there. Alright, so let's do those first. And then another stack of power shards. We can throw the filters into the cloud. Throw fabric into the cloud. I want to put those in the cloud. Those in the cloud. Those in the cloud. Those in the cloud. How many? I have 4 Mercer spheres. That's not enough to... No, I need 13 for that and 13 for that. So we'll wait on that. I should get the power augmenter. The power augmenter is good. It means I need 100 of these. Built a Caesar? No. So, okay. Let's head back over to my aluminum factory, and we'll... in a previous save, where the bauxite nodes are above the oil field over here, I made, kind of like how I have now, is I made a big vertical elevator to bring the bauxite down. And it was before I had the hover pack. I hadn't made the hover pack yet. So I made... so I used hypertubes. And I made this... so I made a cube that went up. So it was a foundation down the middle and then ramps going around the outside. So then I made the hypertube follow the ramps around the outside. So then when we tried it, when I connected all of the pieces, for some reason each half circle changed the character's facing. And the first time I did it, we went down. So it was very, very, very fast. Spinning in a circle and flipping the facing back and forth in rapid fashion. It took about 5 to 10 seconds to get to the bottom. And at that point, pretty much everybody in chat was nearly seized. It was something. Never wrote on that again. Zunder, good morning, buddy. Playing on PS5, it's been good so far. Nice. Okay, so what I want to do is... I need to close this in. I'm going to use... glass floors. Here. Will that work? No. Why is that off? Oh, because it's a half. That's why. I have a grievance with the bot. Did I? Might potentially build the same thing. Yeah, so it was over here, but basically like that. And you just wrap the hypertube around it in a spiral. Something about the text of the command or something? Oh, when it says it doesn't work because you don't have permission or you don't have permission. That? Don't look at me. I don't know what the output says. I can't read. That's fair. Now I feel like I'm being mean. You weren't gonna say it? That's not believable. So let's try this. But we'll go vertical. There. There. Ma'am, research complete. See, good morning. Add a new iron mine to this cluster of iron nodes, it always becomes a huge project. Yeah. That's just satisfactory stuff. So I should be able to... Hang on. Will this work? And do that. That. Had a fun start to your day? So we need a corner here. Stairs there. And these. There. Could you explain why coal plants seem to yo-yo in production when there's only one connected to a pump? When there are two, it seems all is well with the world. Okay, so Scav, welcome in. So one of the things with any production that requires water, it is terrible. Fluid dynamics in this game have been a struggle since it has been in early access, and it almost never works the way I think they intended it, and also the way you think it should work. So what happens is the flow just gets disrupted, and as soon as that gets disrupted, it chugs down the whole thing. What I do with coal plants is I overproduce water. I will do 2 pumps for, what do I do? 2 for 4, I think, so that it's producing more water than you could need. Always go on the high end. Always add a vertical pump if you think it's even close to needing it, because the fluid dynamics will just cause constant dips. This factory is it is finally leveled out, but for probably 4 or 5 hours after this turbo fuel factory started, I was still getting dips just because the fluid dynamics were taking so long to fill the pipe consistently. It is wildly frustrating when that happens, but basically add way more water than you think you should need. You will run into this same issue once you start aluminum production, but it's going to be the other way around, where you have too much water and it causes the production to stop because there's nowhere for the water to go. So then it can't, because one of the byproducts of aluminum is water, and you either have to feed that back into the loop or like put it into a container and package it and sink it. Otherwise, it ends up overfilling the loop and shutting everything down again. Fluid dynamics will be a thorn in your side the entire time you play. That's just the nature of the beast, as it were. So here. I was going to continue this around to the corner. There. Throw a corner on. Temporary alumina has a feedback loop, as well as feeding into excess water packager. That's being sunk, and then it feeds into a liquid biofuel packager that you have set up. Yeah. You have to do something with the excess. One of the things that I've done previously is I've added an industrial fluid buffer onto the line, and then just come back through and flush the buffer every now and then. Because it got so annoying to try and deal with, that ended up being the easiest solution. It never works. It works briefly, but it never stays working. It's wild. Okay. You. Packaging it and sinking it, that is, yeah, that's genuinely probably the best way to handle it, is packaging and sinking. Not a flowing calculation, it's pulsating. Yes. Yeah. You never have enough concrete? That's accurate. That is entirely and completely accurate. Bed it into liquid concrete? That's not a bad idea. Or you can also go into, like, feed it into a pure loop for, copper or iron. Pure copper or iron, but... Satisfactory at any point becomes less a factory game and more where's my concrete. Yeah. Yeah. That's why the cloud is so good. It basically just turns into concrete storage, you know? Okay. You there. The cloud storage is just awesome. It's really, really good. Really, really, really good. Thanks, Matt Mercer. What do I want to do for walls here? Should I do windows? Look. Yeah, that gives it kind of a structural appearance. They're gonna look funky. A little. That looks better. Oh, yeah. Even previous saves where I had all of the uploads and everything maxed, and I think I was feeding it into 3 different ones, I still ran out of concrete. Like... Okay. Oh, you know what? I can leave that open and make that a... I will make that an entrance. Okay. Haven't gotten rocket fuel or ionized fuel. Ionized fuel's not worth it. Right? Rocket fuel, probably. I haven't really done rocket fuel, to be fair. But ionized is a lot for... I don't know what you get out of it, actually. Okay, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. It should be fine, because that'll let me hover back in. No, I want you there. There we go. Okay. So let's do another set of windows there. Rarely need to go fast, usually need to go far. Yeah. Packaged biofuel is the best jetpack fuel. Ionize is good for the jetpack. Takes a lot of process to make. Eats up a lot of power for a system to burn. Yeah. Okay. Nah, I think I'll just do these again. Or... maybe the framed ones? Because I have this awkward piece in the middle. that creates a weird framing in the middle that I don't like. Working towards getting the trophies. Nearly at the 1,000 coupon needed for the golden nut. Nice. That's a lot. That is quite a lot. Will this overlap awkwardly as well? Yes. That might be worse. It's not the worst thing. Once it's in and the building's completed, I'll probably never notice it again, but... I think I'll go at least one more level with this. $30 million points for a single one? Good lord. Okay, flat roof. To here? The golden nut is a status symbol. Title of your... Okay, settle down. I will not. I refuse. It's the same burn time as the biofuel, but it's the boost of the rocket fuel. Like, for the jetpack, ionized is fine, right? I just never... It's just so much, and I don't know what you get out of it. Like, genuinely, I don't think you get really anything worthwhile out of it. Do-do-do-do. American Girls releasing K-pop Demon Hunter dolls? I'm so glad I'm past that age. Good God. Good Lord. Says the most family-friendly person here. I assume you're talking about paint. obviously. That goes without saying. Bum, 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 bum. Obviously. Running some Star Rupture. I didn't really have any interest in that one. I don't know why. It didn't grab me.
Creepy stream because my dad's a little.
Okay.
Wow.
Once again, we do not need to bring her into it. Nothing seems to grab me anymore. I mean, that's fair. That's called depression, if we're honest. Right? That's not super surprising. Boy, howdy. Okay. Now to figure out how we're gonna do this part. I do want to do well, that doesn't line up at all, does it? No. Not one bit. Okay. Oh. Oops. Here we go. I mean, I could use... Yeah, I could do that. That would work. I could just use this as a roof piece. That'll look weird. Music. No, I don't have any music on. You need a totally different oil node to get that rocket fuel and ionized fuel? Yeah, I still have to tap... There's the geyser. Once I get the ability to tap geysers, I'm going to tap that and we'll expand this. But I want to get this closed in and then I got to finish... Like, I just have the bare bones framework of that. But that's 40 turbo fuel gens. So we have enough power for now, but we'll need more later. We'll need a lot more later. A whole lot more. What if we do... that? Since when was there a geyser there? Always? It's a pure oil geyser. What the heck is an oil geyser? It's a geyser that puts out oil. Resource well, yeah. Okay. That is the problem there. Yep, bop. Yeah, I got like 15, 20 minutes still. Like quarter of 11. I gotta dip. Which is ridiculous. I want to do I might do Windows there. Maybe. Because then I can... yeah, I think I'm going to do Windows there. That's fine. And then we'll do... yeah, daughter has a half day today. Son doesn't. But my daughter has a half day today. Still isn't back in school from the weather, Will? That's pretty crazy. Nerdin'. Oh, I'm out of iron plates. Are you serious? Take care, Leglogen. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, I'm out of iron plates. Well, that's annoying. I'm so close to being done with this. I could probably get the roof on. Yeah, I can get the roof on. Boom. Yeah, let me do this. So I can at least finish the sides. Okay. There's that. Alright. Once I get plates, I can put that all in there. Close it all up. We'll be good. We should be good. Okay. And then finish this up. Boom. You come down to here. You go up to there. You go to there. You go away. Don't have any ice? Oh, we got ice. We had a nice chunk of ice on top of all the snow. It's not nice. At all. Let's do something fancy here. I'll kind of leave this open. Do. Okay. And then I'm going to build a... I guess we'll do the honeycomb to match the other stuff. Actually, we'll go to here. And we'll do... one more. And then a 4-meter roof. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Oops. That offline? Why is that off? These, all three of these are on different levels. Wait, what? Why? That's weird. Hang on. That should be on there. Why are you being finicky? It's because of those supports I put in place, I think. Do it that way. Here we go. Shoot. Looks so inviting outside. Blue skies, bright clear sun, but it's a trap. Yeah. Yes, it is. Boom. Boom. Okay. So then we'll just do honeycomb. And I'm out of silica. Okay. Well, so much for finishing that. Then that one will be a honeycomb. Just so I know what I'm doing here. Okay. Do. Just blame me. What? You might cave and buy Satisfactory? Got addicted to a factory game due to an unfortunate boating accident. Alright, right now. Happy... whatever day it is. Wednesday? Sure. We'll go with that. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. So then that's gonna be that. Oops. Alright. So then we gotta finish the top. Gotta fill that in with windows. And then add a roof and do the back sides. But that'll be basically how it's gonna lay out. Once we're done. Okay. All right. That is unfortunately about all the time that we have. We got sloppy alumina though, so that means we're gonna be able to hopefully get some aluminum production going. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. We'll have to change it because we're gonna have different setups now. But I also gotta tap the other bauxite node, and then we'll go from there. But I'm going to have to get my other train lines going so that I can get coal from way over there over to here. And then just finish closing this in because I'm out of iron plates. Finish closing that in. And be good. And then I got to figure out what to do here. I don't know what I'm going to do here. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Every other factory game ever, yeah. I kind of want to redo... stuff. But we'll leave it for now. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it, you know. So. Alright, let me make a save. Half days are terrible. So tomorrow, there's no stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wifeboot's birthday, so no stream tomorrow. So no backwards stream tomorrow, and no stream on this channel tomorrow. We will have a stream here on Friday though, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We will probably play some more Satisfactory. I might distract myself and play a little ball pit. I don't know. We'll see how Friday goes and what we're looking at. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. I will see you all bright and early Friday morning for some more games. So until then, as always, as ever, remember, be good to each other. Bye, everybody.